They're going to rebrand Microsoft to Copilot.
Yep,
So,
they seem to be taken with the brand.
so as Paul just watched me hastily chuck this together, it's going to make no sense whatsoever. However, when I pasted some content into Word yesterday while I was doing some writing, there's a little pop-up that says paste with Copilot.
Yep.
Why? Why, Thurrott? Why?
Well, I don't know. What does it do?
Nothing.
What happens?
It gives you an option to rewrite or paste as normal.
Oh, well, that's what it's doing. I mean,
Why?
yeah, okay. Oh, you're not going to be one of those guys, Brett, are you?
Oh, God, yes, I am. I open Word, and it
How
says...
dare you add a feature about writing into Word?
And I open Word now, and there's a
Yeah.
little Copilot icon. And it says write with Copilot. I go into Outlook.com. I start to write an email, and it says rewrite with or Copilot. I typed thanks, comma, and it says write with Copilot. And it's like,
Oh, Brad, when you sent me a text this morning, I got a thing that says as a potential response to you, sounds good, and it's still right now animating with pink and purple sparklies. So, yep, it's not just Microsoft. Just saying. I also had sure works for me. God, they love doing the rainbow color thing. And then there's an A with little speed lines on it. And I can, in fact, I think I will send you some of these. I can add explode. I don't know what that did. I can, this is what my text is going to do. It's going to shake. No, it's going to explode. Oh, yeah, you need that response. And for some reason, it also says explode. All right, so listen, I'm not saying either one of these is great, but I am saying the thing that's in Word makes a little more sense. Also, explode is an effect, apparently. You can add to a text message and iMessage or whatever we're calling it.
It keeps doing it too. It loops like a GIF.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even imagine what that would look like on an Android phone. It probably just puts a little piece of dog shit on there or something.
It just says upgrade your phone.
If you had a real phone, you could see something awesome, but you don't. I don't know.
Speaking of phones, I got my case. My wife and kid do not like the color that I chose, so I means I've done something right. It's brown.
Oh yeah, I like brown.
Yeah, yeah. And the reason why, which I tried to explain poorly to everybody, the reason why I get this one is you can see there's a cutout, so that when you do your swipe ups from the bottom, you don't drag your phone or your finger over leather.
You're very particular.
I am, but that's what makes this case great.
What if, like, you swiped up from the bottom and it said, "Would you like help from Copilot swiping up?" I just like that for everybody in my audience or community that progress stopped on everything because we're done doing things differently. we're just word processing like we did in 1997. It's as good as it needs to be.
Yeah. Just we've reached the end game.
Yeah, the end game. Brad, I have bad news. The end game is you retiring. That's the end game.
I mean, go on. Like, I mean, I need to move to a lower cost.
Yeah. Would you like help with your retirement? It's the next question Copilot's going to ask.
Yeah, I'd like to think I could move down to those Caribbean islands, like at this point in my life, and as long as
make it work.
Yeah,
you probably could.
I mean, the hurricanes would be problematic. However, like
I mean, there are hurricanes of all different kinds, Brad. Which kind do you want hitting you in the face?
Yeah, no tornadoes, but hurricanes. But the hurricanes, I think, are worse than the tornadoes.
Right.
I would say no earthquakes, but there was just a giant earthquake down there. So
yeah. There are definitely there's no snowstorms.
Yeah, this is
viewed from afar. I feel like where I live normally is having the winter of its life. Like it just seems like
we got 4 inches of snow over the weekend. It was
I literally, there's a guy I know on Facebook who wrote the other day. He goes, clearly because there was a lot of snow on the ground, right? He said, make sure you know where your trash barrels are. I've already hit 2 of them. Oh my God.
Did you call it a trash barrel, not a trash can?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that like a New England thing?
Maybe water bubbler. What's your problem? I don't
I just
know. Now I want to look it up because I'm.
is it.
Let's
I've
see.
always referred to it as a trash can that you drag down to the end of the street.
Yeah, I see a can of something metal, and trash cans used to be metal, right? The cylindrical metal things, but now they're just these bins. They're really bins, really. No, he did write. So this guy's from Pennsylvania. He did write trash can. I transposed that into Bostonian. Uh, but yeah, there you go.
Look, nothing escapes me anymore. I was 39 years old when I learned that other places do not have tornado sirens. Like I thought that was just a thing.
Jesus. We were, I would say, 8 to 10 minutes into our first earthquake alarm here before we understood what it was. And then we're like, oh, we should probably get out of this building. And then when we got outside, the entire world was standing outside in the streets, except for
Just
us.
applauding,
it was
like, look at the
more
Americans. They
people
figured
than
it
I
out.
thought lived in this area were all out there. And our neighbor's like, where the hell have you guys been? I'm like, I thought it was a car alarm. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. The city's loud, man. I don't know. Jesus. What are you going to do?
You need to, next time there's one, you need to like delay it so you're the last one out, but come stumbling out like you're hammered. Like just
Oh, the chances of me being half clothed or like, carrying my electronics in some kind of, like bundle or whatever is incredibly high. We haven't heard it since then, actually. I don't know. It's been a while.
yeah.
I'd knock on wood, but I don't think there's a real piece of wood in this entire place.
Well, that's probably to your, well, I don't know. Wood's flexible, but what are you in a concrete building?
Yeah, but it's designed like it actually kind of sways when.
Yeah, it's a rebar and it's modern.
Yeah. But what that means is like when big trucks go by, like I'm on the bed and like it's like the whole thing kind of.
Maybe that's a little too flexible.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Gotta tell Pablo downstairs to stop pushing on his wall.
I think I'm just gonna have to hope they know what they're doing. It's like when you fly a plane.
That's going well lately. So that's
Yeah, well, I mean, at least that new one, which looks, I'm sure there's gonna be more footage of it, but like everyone survived that.
CRJ.
That's incredible.
Well, the first thing I thought of after I learned that nobody has died yet, there's a lot of footage now of it tipping. So what happened was it came down. Looked like it came down like a little hard.
But it was windy and crappy conditions.
Doesn't matter. First thing I thought of when I saw that was like, oh, it's a CRJ. Nothing of value was lost because those planes are terrible.
Wow. Well, you are a Delta.
Yeah.
Expert or whatever.
Well, I think the people who fly them love them because they're rock solid, but they're canoe with wings. They're real tiny and they're
I mean, the canoe part stayed intact, so
yeah, I know. Maybe I shouldn't be knocking on the CRJs because clearly that thing, as Maverick said, they were converted.
That's an unusual crash for there to be nobody dead. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. You don't hear about planes flipping over too much. Like, I don't know, it's weird.
And dude, yeah. Anyways.
I don't know why am I doing this. I'm gonna text you after the show.
I got something to tell you too. It's not.
Yep.
I suspect our heads went to the same spot, and it's just not appropriate to be recorded and memorialized on YouTube and potentially the Smithsonian. Anyways, well, it's a Tuesday. Feels like a fake Monday. It's late February. There is nothing going on right now.
Yep. Well, we have an iPhone tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Oh, right. Well, I just bought one, so like I said, nothing.